The biggest risk I've taken that has paid, I would have to say Cookie. I mean, I was very nervous when I received the script. She wasn't the most likable character, and I've played some pretty edgy characters, but this one was particularly a challenge because it was primetime network television, and I wasn't sure how people would receive her. I mean, she beat her son with a broom, even though he deserved it. She called one son a faggot. I mean, it was scary, but I'm the type of artist that if the role doesn't scare me, I don't want it, because it's not gonna change me as a person. So I took a risk, and that's what you do as artists. You jump in feet first, and you see where it goes. And I knew that we had something special. I don't just jump feet first for any project. I knew this was something special. I knew that what Fox was trying to do with Lee Daniels and Danny Strong were trying to do, and what I was trying to do was shake up television. It's too safe. You know, life is not safe. And I think we did that with this show. So I'm so proud to be a part of this project, and I'm so proud that Fox believed in us and took a chance, because that's what art is about, isn't it? Taking chances, taking risks.
Graduated college, and I have, you know, this degree in fine arts, and my dad saw me coming and going to work every day, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Making a living. What are you talking about?" And I was in a transitional period because my son and father and I, we had just broken up, and I had this degree, and I was just living. And my dad saw it, and he was like, "How do you expect to catch fish on dry land?" And I was like, "What?" He always spoke in metaphors. I was like, "Can you just speak plain English?" He was like, "How are you gonna get acting jobs when they're not here? You need to go to LA where the jobs are." So my family threw a party. We were broke. They raised $700, and I moved to LA, and I took my son in. My dad, may rest in peace, he was like, "Maybe you should leave Marcel here." And I was like, "I'm not leaving my son. It's my kid." And then I got out and freaked out. And I was like, "Maybe I should send him back." And my dad was like, "No, that's your blessing. He's your blessing. He's gonna keep you focused. You were right. Your instinct was right. You should have taken him." So $700. My son is now 21. He's in school now. He's studying, right? And look at me.
Do you ever get nervous anymore?
Absolutely. I'm
You
human.
do?
Absolutely.
You look like you go out there and you're not even worried.
Well, there's a moment where there's a fear that arises, and I check it. It's not that I ignore it. I go, "Okay, that's fear." And you know, I'm a faith-based person. That's everything. I live in faith.
Five.
Yeah.
High five.
So faith and fear can't.
Yeah.
They can't live
Together.
So when it comes up, you know, I just check it. I go, "Okay, I recognize that, but that's not where I live."
You're not gonna live by it.
Right.
Fear is not an option.
And that's what nervousness is. That's what that energy is. It's that moment to choose to give in to that nerve or to rise above, you know. So we battle that every day as humans. I am human. I'm not a robot. Mine was a roller coaster ride. I was nominated for this and wasn't for that. So I really put it out of my head because I don't really do what I do for the awards. You know, like you said, if you're passionate about your work, all of the accolades will come. You gotta stay focused on what God put you on earth to do. So that's number one. I finally get to LA, graduate, I have a kid in college, and I have to pursue my dream, because if I don't, what am I teaching my son? So I moved to California with $700 in my pocket and my toddler. And I have to fight the good fight, because people are telling me I can't. You can't do this, you can't. Are you crazy? You're moving to California with your son, you'll never make it. I was 26 when I decided to come here. There's the age thing. Oh, you're too old. If you listen to people, and if you allow people to project their fears onto you, you won't live. What if I believed those people who told me that when I became pregnant in college that I wouldn't finish? I walked across that stage with my son on my hip, and I collected my degree, my diploma.
Everything in life that's coming to you is going to come through you. It starts inside of you. You know, whether it's love from another, from a male, from whoever, that love has to start within you. If you don't know how to take care of yourself or care for yourself first, you know, how are you gonna teach someone else to? You know, if you don't go after with such tenacity your goals in life, what are you leaving a significant other to admire about you? It all starts with you. You know, you're the temple and you have control. You're in a bad situation. It's up to you to get out of it. You can't give another human the responsibility of your happiness.
You know, my father told me a long time ago, he said life is choice driven. And we're talking about a man who had a very rocky past. Mm-hmm. And, you know, once he had his epiphany in life, when he gave his life to Christ and, you know, he started seeing life in a more optimistic lens. And that's when he hit me with it. Taraji, you know, life is choice driven. I made some bad choices in life, but that doesn't mean I can't change. Mm-hmm. I can't change my mind to make better choices for myself. So that's something that I live by.
You gotta have fun. You gotta laugh to keep from crying, because there's a lot going on in this world. And I really like to laugh a lot. And I think, you know, people are like, you look so young. I laugh a lot. Right. I laugh at myself. I don't take myself too seriously. And like I said, I surround myself with good energy. Because energy is transferable. If you hang out with somebody with a dark cloud, the rain gonna get you eventually. So you go over there somewhere with your little dark cloud. And as I like the sun. I usually don't run from things that scare me. That usually means I should do it. Yeah. If I feel too comfortable, it's like, I could do this with my eyes closed, then I'm not servicing my fans, the script, the project, or the character. Why do it? Somebody else out there more hungry might bless it better. You know, so I love challenges.
What I love about art is you have to take risks, and that's the work that sticks out. That fear thing comes up, and it's like, okay, well, clearly this is a challenge. Oh my God, Cookie, we're gonna piss so many people off. And then once I wrap my mind around how to deal with Cookie, tell her truth, you know, tell the why she's this woman, why she hit her son with the broom. If you stick to the truth, people will love her. They set up a Skype session with Lee. Well, yeah, I knew Lee, but I never worked with Lee. Because, you know, the last time we met was in the audition for Precious, and he wanted me for the teacher, and I was like, well, I want to play Precious. That's the role. I mean, he thought I was crazy. But I was like, look, you turned Charlize Theron into a monster. But yeah, so that was the last time I saw him on a job, you know, potential job. So he probably still was thinking, oh, this is just crazy. I don't even know if I can go on. But so he's in Japan, and we have a Skype session, and you know, I'm not tripping. I don't care. I don't have to go back to TV. I'm waiting for my big movie. Spielberg is gonna call me for sure, I know. I'd say to him, I really like this script. I think it's amazing. I think it's game-changing. I think, you know, if I can't do it with Terrence, I'm not interested. I didn't even have the job. It did the Skype session. He was like, this bitch just cookied me. Cookie is the American dream. She started from nothing, and now she's at the top. Started from the bottom, now we're here. I mean, that's like, I'm the American dream. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, you know. I had a passion, I had a dream, and I dived in, and I went for my dream, and here I am.